Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're breaking down 7 powerful new One UI 8 features that have landed on the Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra. So these updates are already live on the S25 Ultra and are being rolled out gradually to other Galaxy devices. So do keep checking your setting and software update to see if you have yours yet or not. So I've got everything covered from privacy upgrades to AI-powered art styles, and each one can actually change how you use your phone day to day. So if you love these deep dives, hit that like button, drop a comment and subscribe so you don't miss the future Samsung updates and tips. Alright, let's begin. So your first feature is where you can hide your secure folder option in One UI 8. So secure folder has long been Samsung's safe space for private files and apps. So with One UI 8, you can now remove the secure folder icon and entry point from your home screen and app list. So effectively making the folder invisible to anyone casually browsing your device. So the folder remains intact. All the contents, settings, access controls stay as they were, but the shortcut and the obvious indicators can be hidden so you only know it exists. Access remains protected by chosen authentication method like PIN, pattern, and biometrics. So let me show you how to hide your secure folder option. So here we'll go ahead and open up secure folder. So go ahead and draw your pattern or your PIN. Once you're in, tap on the 3 dots and then go ahead and tap on Hide Secure Folder. So here this will basically tell you a few things about hiding a secure folder. So hiding a secure folder provides an extra layer of protection. While hidden, the secure folder apps icons will disappear and apps and data stored in the secure folder are encrypted. So apps won't work and you won't receive any notification from them until you unhide the secure folder. So to do this, we'll go ahead and hide our secure folder. And now our secure folder has been hidden. So now if anyone goes and does a search, he or she won't be able to see it. The only way secure folder is available is going ahead and tapping on secure folder from your quick panel menu. You can go ahead and hide this from here as well by tapping on edit and removing it from there. So this gives you a stronger discretion. So if you share your phone or hand it over to someone else, there's no visible clue that a private container exists. This is perfect for people who deal with confidential work files, financial documents, and private photos. You reduce the curiosity risk, and you have a layered security, not a replacement. So this way, this gives you a cleaner UI for public device use as well. So if you ever hand your phone to a child or a coworker, your app drawers looks simpler and less revealing. Your second feature is where you can show a frame in your watermark option. So Samsung has added a new feature called Show in Frame in the Gallery Lab Assistant, letting you embed watermarks directly into your photo frames. So this basically makes your images look professional without the need for a third-party app. So you can adjust the placement, size, and opacity for subtle and polished effect. So let me show you how to get this. So here we'll go ahead and open up our Gallery Lab Assistant. So just a note, this version is 2.0.00.26. I'll put a link in the description down below so you can go ahead and update it. Now here you need to go ahead and enable the labs. So this can only be enabled by going into About Gallery and then tapping multiple times on this version number until you get an option saying Labs has been enabled. Go back, then tap on Labs. Here you need to go ahead and turn on Watermark Frame. So go ahead and turn this feature on. Now you want to go back and you want to go ahead and add a watermark. So here we'll go ahead and add one of these watermarks. Let's say, for example, this one here. Tap done. Now we can go ahead and tap on content and style. And here we can go ahead and choose show in frame. So this is how the watermark is. However, we can go ahead and show in frame. So this will basically give you a frame with all the writings at the bottom. So you have the phone or the name of the person, and you have all the details. So EXIF data. Now you can go ahead and choose this style or this style here. You can go ahead and choose different frame colors as well. And then once you're done, you go back and then press save. So with this, you get clean, professional watermarking for creators and photographers. You speed up the workflow, so no need to export photos to external apps. This also protects your content while keeping it visually appealing, and it maintains image quality and prevents unnecessary compression. The third feature is where you can broadcast sound with Auracast. So Auracast allows your phone to broadcast audio to multiple Bluetooth devices simultaneously. So whether it's on multiple headphones or speakers, you can share the same music or video audio with other people without cables or interruption. So let me show you how to turn this on. So here, bring down this quick panel menu, tap on settings. Next, go ahead and tap on connections and then tap on Bluetooth. Now here you turn it on and then tap on the three dots at the top right. And here you go ahead and tap on broadcast sound using Auracast. So this will broadcast the sound from this phone so others can listen. So this is the broadcast name, this is the password. You can go ahead and turn on improved compatibility. So this will allow more devices such as hearing aids to connect by reducing the video quality. And then once you're ready, tap on start broadcast. And now your broadcast with Auracast has started. So this way you can share music, podcast, or movies with friends easily. So it's perfect for small parties or multi-room audio setups. It supports accessibility by letting companions listen privately, and you have a minimal setup so your phone manages all the connection. The fourth feature is where you can switch camera back and forth with a swipe. So now with One UI 8, you can now swipe to switch between front and rear cameras mid-recording. So no more stopping, no menu navigation, just smooth, seamless transitions while filming. So let me show you how to do this. So here you need to go ahead and open up camera. Next, you're going to go ahead and tap on these four dots, then tap on settings. So now here in this menu, you'll find a new setting called swipe preview up and down. So here this will allow you to switch cameras or open quick control. I've set it to switch cameras for now. Now go ahead and open camera. And here if I swipe up, this will switch to the front camera. If I swipe down, this will switch to the back camera. When you're recording, this also switches back and forth. So you get a smooth perspective shift. For vlogs, reels, shorts, it reduces the post-editing work. It keeps live or recorded content dynamic and professional, and it's easy to use with intuitive gestures. So the fifth feature is where you have your new Drawing Assist style. So Drawing Assist now uses AI to create art from your sketches, gallery photos, or text prompts. So you can choose styles like Art Nouveau, Webtoon, Soft Illustration, Instatoon, Watercolors, Pop art, sketch, 3D cartoon, and oil painting. So the AI adapts colors, lines, and textures to match that chosen style. So let me show you how to use this. So here I'll go ahead and bring down my Edge panel, tap on Drawing Assist. Now here I can go ahead and draw, get a picture from my gallery or text-to-speech. I'll go ahead and draw something. So let's go ahead and draw a car. Sorry, I'm not a good drawer. Just bear with me. And now I'll go ahead and choose all these available styles. So these are the styles that you get. If you tap on View All, you'll see more. And here I'll go ahead and choose a 3D cartoon. And then I'll tap on Generate. So this will quickly transform my ideas into polished artwork. So this is ideal for creators, marketers, and social media posts. It's beginner friendly, no advanced drawing skills needed, and has multiple styles from a single image for versatile content creation. It maintains consistent visual aesthetic easily. So there you go. So it's created me this. I can go ahead and copy this, share it, download it, or create a sticker out of it. The sixth feature is where your scientific calculator now opens in portrait mode. So in One UI 8.0, the scientific calculator can now be used without rotating your phone. So all the advanced functions are accessible in portrait layout, optimized for single-handed use. So in One UI 7.0, when you had your calculator, in the scientific calculator, you had to actually turn the phone in landscape mode. However, now when you go ahead and open up your calculator in One UI 8, and if you tap on the scientific calculator option, you'll see that it now opens in portrait mode. So this is a one-handed convenience for students and professionals. This is the easy multitasking, keeps other apps open in split screen. It's fast and simple calculation without any device rotation, and you get better accessibility for users relying on assistive tool. And lastly, the seventh feature is where you can make your Samsung read your Now brief. So in One UI 8, Samsung can now read your daily brief aloud. So like calendar events, reminders, your weather, and notifications. You can even add it to read any recommendations from YouTube. So you can schedule it, trigger it manually, or you can use voice commands. So let me show you how to turn this on. So here we'll go ahead and add the Now brief widget onto the home screen. So this is my Now brief widget. I can go ahead and tap on this. This will now tell me my midday brief. So it'll tell me about my weather. It'll tell me about my screen time report. It'll give me a playlist and it'll tell me about my YouTube videos. Now here I can go ahead and configure all this. So I can tap on settings, and here I can go ahead, tap on content to include, and include all the stuff I wanted to tell me about. So you can add your moments, so your gallery pictures. You can add YouTube, you can add text messages. You can even add parking spot reminders. So if you parked your car somewhere, it'll basically remind you where it is. And then once that's done, go back, and now you've got all your stuff set up. However, sometimes you might be busy and you might be cooking or maybe reading something else or watching TV, or you might be driving, or maybe you're getting ready in the morning. So now Brief has included an option where it can basically read it aloud to you. So at the top right, you get this option to read it aloud. Tap on this, and this will basically start reading your midday brief or your brief.
Currently 15 degrees Celsius.
Or your brief to you. So I'll just go ahead and increase the volume.
Your average daily screen time this week is 3 hours 45 minutes. See your full weekly screen time report in Digital Wellbeing.
So this is like a hands-free productivity for morning commutes or workouts. It's useful for visually impaired users or those preferring audio-first updates. It reduces screen checking and keeps you focused. And you can customize it as well. So you can include content. So you can choose what content to include and disregard. And that's a full rundown, 7 standout One UI 8 features that are already on the Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra and are being rolled out to other Galaxy devices via Samsung's staged update process. So which one you want to try first? The AI drawing styles, Auracast group audio, or the hidden secure folder trick? Tell me in the comment section down below. So if this breakdown helped you out, please like, comment, and subscribe. And if you want, drop a time-stamped comment for features you like a demo on next, and I'll prioritize it for next video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.